Welcome back to the Bay Area Wildlife Corridor. I hope you enjoyed the introduction. As you saw, the owls at Barn Owl House number 1 have been quite active since we last saw them about a month ago. The couple has definitely moved in. If you look really closely, the one on the left is the female. She is heavier than the male. Her facial disc is wider and more prominent. She has more spots on her anterior chest. The one on the right is the male. The male often appears taller than the female, particularly when he stands up, but as you can see, when they scrunch down, it's harder to tell male from female. The male does all the hunting and continues to bring the food to the female, who sits on the eggs for the 34-day gestation and about the 3 weeks afterward until the owlets are big enough to thermoregulate on their own. This is the female who does all the egg incubation and steps out briefly a couple of times a day to relieve herself and not foul the nest. Something is amiss, and the owl is startled. This is the barn owl alarm or threat posture, and the owl is seriously upset about something. Apparently with good reason, as a couple of other barn owls fly by to check out the nest box. They are chased away. Well, this is gratifying. 5 eggs, along with a dead rat snack for later. The hard work continues. Mom sits and stretches. Even Dad gets to fluff out his feathers every now and then. Mom often eats her food outside the nest, probably to keep it clean. This is the overhead view from my new GoPro pole-mounted camera. I can stick it through the entrance hole in the nest box without climbing the ladder. You can see 6 eggs, and hatching should begin March 26th. But there seems to be some trouble brewing at Barn Owl House number 1. I first noted that activity started to drop off on all 3 of the house's cameras, beginning around March 25th. By the 27th, the trend was undeniable, with only 2 to 4 activations per camera per night. And most of those were due to wind. The male continued to bring food, but was listless, didn't seem to know what to do with it. The female was still around, but less frequently, and knowing the camera activation trends, I could find no reassurance in her activity or demeanor. I may be reading too much into it, but she looks depressed to me. The male continued to mope. On the 30th, the 2 of them got together on camera to discuss it. From this observer's perspective, it did not appear to go well. The male decided to solve it in the usual way. But she was having none of that. Here the male looks confused and forlorn. This is the female on April 3rd. Judge for yourself. And barn owl house number 1 was abandoned. I collected the eggs on April 13th. Candling the eggs revealed an air sac, veins, and an embryo. As I understand it, this is consistent with early embryonic death, and all 6 eggs were similar. The reason for this primary hatch failure is not clear. The eggs were fertile. Food did not appear to be scarce. Mom seemed to be of a good weight, and the weather was relatively mild. This leaves us with an unknown toxic exposure, or possibly Mom didn't incubate long enough. But I hate to blame it on Mom. And it'll just have to remain a mystery. But it's never all doom and gloom on the Bay Area Wildlife Corridor home range. The locals haven't given up yet at barn owl house number 4. And there have been some new interesting developments at barn owl house number 2. Yes, that's a great horned owl exiting from the box. On April 8th, there were 2. The entrance hole is only 5 by 5 inches, and great horned owls generally prefer large open platforms or old hawk or crow nests. But it can happen, and these 2 are persistent. The incubation period for great horned owls is about 37 days. We've got something to look forward to.